everyone, I'm Miss Susan and this is a Cape May County Library Children's Department book recommendation video. The books I'm recommending are new books that we recently got in the library. The first one I'm recommending is called We Are the Water Protectors by Carole Lindstrom and illustrated by Michaela Goade. This is a children's picture book for ages preschool through first grade, ages 3 to 6. And this story is inspired by the many Native American-led movements across North America, urging us to safeguard the Earth's water from harm and corruption. Water affects and connects all of us, and so this story addresses environmental injustice and inspires a call to action for us all to take a stand to defend Earth's most important resource, water. At the very end of the book, there's actually a pledge that you can read with your child to be an earth steward and water protector. Okay, great book. It's a hashtag Own Voices book. Really highly recommend this new book. The second new book I'm recommending is called Things That Go Away by Beatrice Alemagna. It's a children's picture book for grades preschool through third grade, ages 4 to 8. We know throughout life there's many things that change and go away, pass or move on, except for one thing. One thing never fades or goes away. So this book is really neatly done because the pages are kind of sheer or opaque, right? So in this first set here, we have a bird that comes and lands on the child's finger, and then see how the opaque page, the bird goes away. That's kind of how this story is told. In this very playful story, Beatrice Alemagna reminds us that in a changing world, the love between a parent and a child remains constant, that never goes away. So I highly recommend this book. It's really a nice read. The third book recommendation I have is actually a children's biography book. It's called Beautiful Shades of Brown, The Art of Laura Wheeler Waring by Nancy Churin, illustrated by Felicia Marshall. This is a children's biography book for grades 1 through 4, ages 6 through 11. Laura Wheeler Waring grew up in the late 19th century when there were a few artists that were her color, and there were a few paintings of people of her color. So as a young child, though, she was very determined to be an artist, and she was determined to someday have her paintings, her portraits, hanging on museum walls. And she did go to a real art school, the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, and she ended up winning a scholarship and studying art in Paris, France. And then returning back to Philadelphia, she ended up being asked by the Harmon Foundation. They commissioned her to paint portraits of accomplished African Americans that are actually, these portraits are actually still hanging in Washington, D.C., where children of all races can admire them. So this is a wonderful biography about a very talented African American lady who's made a big difference in the world. That's my final book recommendation is called What Lane by Torrey Maldonado. This is a JF fiction book. It's for grades 5 through 7, ages 10 through 13. And it's a coming of age story of a young boy named Stephen. Stephen has a white mother, a black father, and he has friends of all races. And as a young kid, he was very happy and enjoyed, being in everyone else's lane. But recently, now that he's getting older, he is experiencing some bias and prejudice, and he's beginning to notice that he's not necessarily in the same lane as all the other kids anymore. So he's kind of feeling like he's being, as a black man, a young black man, he's starting to stick out and to be a target. So this is a hashtag Black Lives Matter book, and it's a hashtag Own Voices book. It definitely addresses the fact that we need to unify our world and build greater empathy and awareness of what is going on in our world. Highly recommend this book, in the story, as the story goes, Stephen decides he's going to make his own lane and make a difference in the world. So those are the 4 book recommendations for you. I hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.